Hey, what's going on, people? Here we are in the beautiful month of May, and this is the year of evolution. Okay, hope you guys been enjoying the workout videos. There's gonna be more throughout the whole year. Okay, for every week of each month. All right, so stay tuned for that. Like I said, hope you've been enjoying the ones so far, and it's gonna be about 3 more for this month of May, and let's get into some symbolism and the philosophical meanings of this month, May. So this is the month right before summertime, right? Like I said in the last video, April showers bring May flowers. So this is the time when those flowers are going to be starting to bloom, starting to come up, and a time where we should be doing things to protect those flowers in the summer months. Okay, when the birds and the bees and the weeds come and try and steal the harvest, they try to damage your crops in order to decrease your yield, our yield in the fall time. Okay, so this is the time where we're really putting up our guard, enclosing our space only to productive and things that serve us, nourish our soul mentally, physically, and spiritually, right? So this is what May is about. All right, and so Mother's Day was in this month. There's actually the pagans used to celebrate, they had a festival called Beltane, or bright fire in their language, which would celebrate fertility and the creation of all life, which is suitable for Mother's Day because that's what mothers do. They fertilize the eggs, and that in turn grows in its own process, and that's what life wants to do. It wants to grow, it wants to stretch and reach out, and life begets life. All right, so Mother's Day is a perfect tie-in with this month, because when the flowers grow, that represents fertility of Mother Earth, right? The flowers, the trees, behind me, all this green grass, it's a product of those April showers nurturing these plants and also the animals so that they can grow. Everything needs water, right, for its nourishment. And that's what our earthly mothers represent in the physical form. But we can also see, like I said, other physical examples, trees, flowers, whatever else, right? So that was the pagan holiday. They used to celebrate life and fertility. Okay. And another significant aspect of this month, its birthstone. The birthstone of May is the emerald. Okay, the green, beautiful emerald, and that represents love, success, wealth, rebirth, and fertility again, right? So I think fertility is important. Like I said, we're about to head into the summer months, which it's important because we're about to head into the summer months where we should be nurturing those things that are fertilized. We should be providing the correct nutrition, nourishment, watering those ideas, watering plants, right, in order for them to harvest and so we can reap later on. Okay, and the emerald is a green stone. There's actually something called the emerald tablet, aka the philosopher's stone, which is said to contain more or less the secrets of life, this reality that we're in. You guys may have seen a movie about that, As Above, So Below, and they're searching for the philosopher's stone, and it's said to have powers. It yields its power to whoever holds it, to access certain I guess, dimensions, abilities that are accessible to everyone, but not known without this stone, okay? So that's another significant part of May. Another one is the flower of this month, which is the lily of the valley, which has beautiful white petals around it, but it's not good to have in your home because it's poisonous to humans and animals, actually, right? So that shows that you can't judge a book by its cover. Every rose has its thorns, right? So there's a duality within everything. It looks beautiful. It looks like the perfect thing to have in your home, the perfect gift. But in the end, it's actually very detrimental and poisonous, deadly to our health. So everything has that dichotomy within itself. Reality has a natural dichotomy that we can search for and learn with the proper investigation methods. That's what science does, okay? So this month is a time to get in touch with that duality within ourselves, those two sides, that one that's reaching for greater and the other that wants to stay where we're at, another that wants to procrastinate and not reach out and be uncomfortable. But that's the only place we actually grow, is outside our comfort zone, okay? And that's the duality. You can be either in your comfort zone or out of it. You can either stay where you are, or you can grow exponentially as much as you want, right? So the lily of the valley, and it actually doesn't blossom until the threat of snow and frost is over, okay? So this flower inherently knows, this is a beautiful thing of nature, it inherently knows when the snow and the threat of over frosting is no more, and then it springs up from the ground. And so that's kind of what we should do, right? As humans, these ideas we have, these aspirations, if we get in touch with our nature, we naturally know when the right time is. We naturally know when the right thing to do for us is going to be. And we set that time out, even though we may be in a rush, or we may feel like we're missing something if we don't do it right now. There's God's timing on everything. There's nature's timing that is inherent within us, within flowers, within trees, okay? Everything grows in its proper timeline. So it's important for us not to try and rush things for our own timeline and say, no, I gotta get this done now. Okay, it's important for us to slow down, take a breath, get in nature, get within our true selves, and make things happen when they're supposed to, when the right time is, and not rush it. Because if we rush it, it's more than likely going to be not as quality as it should be. Okay, it's going to be stunted growth in the end because it simply just wasn't ready. It was rushed. All right, and the last little bit of information. So it's the 5th month of the year, and 5 has a lot of spiritual meaning behind it. First one being human being. We have 4 limbs and a head. Okay, so that's 5 sides that we have, 5 angles, you might say, that we have to us, and that represents a star as well, has 5 edges. Okay, so the 5th month represents a strong foundation, and the Pythagoreans actually believed it to symbolize health and light, okay, which as humans we symbolize ourselves, health and light. We are the perfect example. A human in its optimum form is a perfect example of what health looks like. young, agile, fresh, energy, light, right? Okay, and the Pythagoreans believe the number 5 to represent health and light. And there's also another diagram, I forget the name of it, but it's a man with his limbs outstretched, and he has 2 sets of arms, 2 sets of legs, which is also a very symbolic, philosophical graph using the human and kind of outlining our capabilities, our spiritual capabilities that manifest physically through this body. All right. So that was a little bit about May and its spiritual, philosophical meaning and how it can relate to us in real life. All right. Again, this is the year of evolution. Right. So each month has its significance. Each month have its spiritual meaning. Each month have a philosophical tie-in to our lives. And so that's what I'm doing with these videos and this information, kind of bottling up and serving it to you on a great big platter. All right. And if you haven't already, you can check out my book, Transformation Through Fitness. It's available on Amazon, paperback and ebook. All right. And throughout the book, I'm outlining things that I've learned, principles that can contribute to success, not only in fitness, exercise, and nutrition, but other aspects of life as well: business, family, finances, etc., etc. Not just fitness. Okay, these are worldwide success principles that apply in a multitude of facets of our lives. All right. So once again, Transformation Through Fitness. You can check out the link in the description. Get your copy today through Amazon. All right. Stay tuned for the next video for the month of June. Stay blessed.